When it comes to retirement income planning, one of the biggest pitfalls you can fall into is not fully understanding how taxes can impact your withdrawals. Many retirees overlook tax traps that can eat into their hard-earned savings, and unfortunately, those tax traps are a lot more common than you might think. In this video, I'll break down how to avoid those tax traps, especially when it comes to your IRA or 401k, so you can make sure your retirement funds are working for you, not against you. But before we dive in, if you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, you'll want to click the first link in the description for a free Gold IRA guide. Thousands of Americans are using Gold IRAs to safeguard their savings, and this free guide will help you understand how. Now, let's get into it. First, let's talk about required minimum distributions, or RMDs. If you're 73 or older, the IRS requires you to take a minimum distribution from your retirement accounts like your 401k or IRA. The catch here is that these distributions are taxable, meaning you'll owe income tax on the amount you withdraw. If you don't plan for this, you could find yourself in a higher tax bracket than expected, which can hurt your income. To avoid this trap, consider a strategy called tax-efficient withdrawals. Instead of waiting until the IRS mandates your RMDs, start taking distributions earlier, even if they're smaller. This way, you can control how much income you're pulling in and reduce the chance of being hit with a big tax bill down the line. And here's the thing. Gold IRAs can be a great way to diversify your holdings in a tax-efficient way. If you're looking to reduce your exposure to market volatility while avoiding unnecessary tax burdens, a Gold IRA is something worth considering. Next, let's talk about Roth IRAs. If you're not already familiar, a Roth IRA offers tax-free withdrawals in retirement as long as you follow the rules. But here's where the tax trap lies. Roth IRAs have income limits for contributions, which means you can't just deposit money into one if your income exceeds a certain threshold. However, even if you're not eligible to contribute directly to a Roth IRA, you can still benefit from the tax advantages of a Roth through a backdoor Roth conversion. By converting traditional IRA funds into a Roth IRA, you can sidestep taxes on the growth of your retirement savings. Now, let's talk about Social Security and taxes. A lot of retirees don't realize that up to 85% of their Social Security benefits can be taxed if they're above certain income thresholds. This is a huge trap, especially if you're already withdrawing from your IRA or 401k. The last thing you want is for your Social Security benefits to be taxed because your withdrawals pushed you over the limit. One way to avoid this is to be mindful of your overall income when taking distributions. You might want to shift some of your income to tax-free sources, like a Gold IRA, to reduce the tax burden. Another trap that often goes unnoticed is the taxation of capital gains. If you have taxable investment accounts outside of your retirement funds, you could be hit with capital gains taxes when you sell those assets. The long-term capital gains tax rate can be 15% or even 20%, depending on your income level. But if you're looking to avoid this, Gold IRAs are one of the best options. Gold, as a physical asset, doesn't face the same tax treatment as stocks or bonds, and if you hold it in an IRA, you can protect your savings from being taxed when you withdraw. So, how do you start avoiding these tax traps? The key is to build a tax-efficient retirement strategy. Start by considering your withdrawal strategy, make sure you're taking advantage of Roth conversions if possible, and think about how to best position your assets so you can reduce taxable income. And of course, a Gold IRA can be a powerful tool in your strategy to protect your wealth while avoiding these tax pitfalls. If you're ready to take action, I recommend clicking the link in the description for that free Gold IRA guide, especially if you have over $100K in your IRA or 401k, or even $5 million in savings. This guide will give you all the info you need to make informed decisions and help you build a tax-efficient retirement strategy. Don't let these tax traps undermine your retirement income. With the right strategy, you can protect your wealth, reduce your tax burden, and ensure your savings work as hard as possible for you. Thanks for watching, and remember to check out the link for your free Gold IRA guide. It's time to take control of your retirement.